Welcome to Carol and Gary's See America Tour.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down.
Hello, everyone. Okay, be honest. How many of you remember that song from your childhood? Truth be told, the London Bridge, which was built in 1831, was in fact sinking by 1962. It was never designed to support the weight of thousands of 20th century automobiles crossing the Thames River every day. The east side of the bridge was sinking at a rate of 1 inch every 8 years. In 1967, the City of London placed the bridge up for sale and began looking for potential buyers. With Christmas over, Carol, Jasper, and I decided to take a 2-day road trip to see if the London Bridge really was moved to the Arizona desert. Here we are driving north on Highway 95, but still south of Lake Havasu City. It was a 4-hour drive from Apache Junction to Lake Havasu City, so we're starting to see some afternoon shadows, but the area was so beautiful that I could not show it. Lake Havasu was formed by the construction of the Parker Dam across the Colorado River approximately 30 miles downstream between 1934 and 1938. As the dam filled, the water backed up, eventually forming Lake Havasu. In approximately 1960, a man named Robert McCullough flew over the area from Palm Springs, California, looking for a place to test and build small engines. This is probably the view he had flying over. Here is a picture of Robert McCullough and his wife Barbara. Robert was a very bright man and obsessed with small gas engines. Ever heard of McCullough chainsaws or McCullough boat motors? That was Robert and how he became familiar with the Lake Havasu area. And Barbara McCullough's maiden name was Briggs, daughter of one of the co-founders of the small engine company Briggs and Stratton. Robert made a deal with the state government and received the property for free with the promise that he develop the land. But the real estate agents could not find prospective buyers who wanted to live in a remote area that was known to be very hot with an arid climate. Then one of McCullough's real estate agents heard about the London Bridge being for sale and convinced Robert to buy it and bring it to the area to attract potential buyers. Robert McCullough bought the London Bridge for $2.46 million on April 18, 1968. The same real estate agent who suggested buying the bridge then found a cargo ship building company that was going to be sailing a new ship from Great Britain to the United States without any cargo. McCullough agreed to pay all operating costs of the sailing, which was far less than paying the shipping costs of the bridge. As the bridge was being dismantled, each stone was meticulously numbered so that it would look exactly like it did in London when reassembled. The stones arrived in Long Beach, California by way of the Panama Canal and then were transported overland to Lake Havasu, where reassembly began in 1968. The bridge was rededicated in October 1971. The shipping, assembly, and dredging took 3 years and cost $7 million. Add that to the $2.46 million cost of the bridge for a total of almost $9.5 million. In the end, McCullough had the last laugh. The whimsical purchase proved to be the marketing ploy that Lake Havasu City needed. From a population of just a few hundred in the early 1960s, the town blossomed to over 10,000 residents by 1974. In 1975, its Chamber of Commerce reported that the bridge had drawn nearly 2 million visitors the previous year. The blue area on this map represents the Colorado River, which divides California on the left from Arizona on the right. After the London Bridge was moved and reassembled, a channel was dug under the bridge to create Havasu Island. You can't access the London Bridge directly from Highway 95, the only highway entering or leaving Lake Havasu City. This was probably done to avoid traffic congestion at the entrance to the bridge. Here is a view of the London Bridge today. There are 5 arches holding up the bridge. Steps were built at each end and on both sides of the bridge to allow access to the water from above. Carol and I took Jasper for a long walk along the channel. Numerous businesses along the channel make you think you are walking the streets of London. After walking along the channel, we went back up to the street and walked along the top of the bridge, down one side, then crossing the road and walking back on the other side. When we got back to the car, we drove across the London Bridge to Havasu Island. One main road encircles Havasu Island, with secondary roads providing access to large hotel resorts, housing subdivisions, the RV campground, and several boat docks. Here are a couple of the houses that we saw on Havasu Island. Several small lighthouses line the shores of Havasu Island. Each is a replica of a larger lighthouse somewhere in the United States. A plaque attached to each lighthouse documents the scale used when building the lighthouse and location of the original. Well, this wraps up our visit to Lake Havasu City and the London Bridge. The London Bridge is the second most visited tourist attraction in Arizona today, after the Grand Canyon. On the way back to Apache Junction, we saw milk cows standing near large fans and had to stop. There were 5 rows of fans blowing on these pampered cattle. If you like this video but have not yet subscribed, please do so to be notified of future videos, and feel free to share with your friends. Before I go, here's a quick shot of the snow that fell New Year's Eve up in the nearby Superstition Mountains. Have a safe New Year. Thanks for watching.